Grille. Drones are everywhere these days. They can even evacuate the injured. You can see proof right on the screens. Grille from APSIS can be transported in a standard shipping container assembled in 15 minutes by soldiers, and then it starts independently rescuing soldiers. The drone's maximum payload is 297 pounds. It carries this weight at a cruising speed of 53 miles per hour for a maximum range of 32 miles and has a power of 326 horsepower. The patient's vital signs are constantly monitored and sent to the ground control center. Moreover, once inside the Grille, a soldier in need of help can even receive psychological support via video call. And when a person is rescued and it's time to evacuate others, the cabin container can be easily replaced with a new one for maximum hygiene and minimal downtime. Boxer. This vehicle will come to the rescue when armored vehicles need to overcome tough obstacles, and it'll help quickly. According to the creators, the vehicle can lay a 72-foot, two-section bridge to cross obstacles up to 69 feet wide in less than 6 minutes, as well as two single-section 39-foot bridges or one 46-foot bridge in less than 4 minutes. All the bridges placed are designed according to international standards and fully certified. The crew of the bridge layer has a system of daytime and nighttime cameras with a laser rangefinder, as well as a device with an interactive graphical user interface, which is used for controlling the paving process and locating faults. Thanks to it, the bridge laying process can be interrupted, paused, or continued at any time. Lightblade. At Ben Gurion University, they've developed a laser system that shields against drones without blinding any pilots who might accidentally end up in its aim. The secret is that the system called Lightblade uses an unfocused laser beam with relatively low power. Thanks to this, the protective device can be safely used near places like airports without needing to clear the airspace. As a test, the Lightblade was used together with the threat detection system Supervis IR from Elbit. The tandem successfully eliminated 90% of the targets that appeared in the sky. Samur. You're looking at a vehicle that allows you to cross water obstacles. In its usual form, Samur is a quirky 8-wheeled vehicle that handles various off-road challenges well, but when it's time to perform its main task, the vehicle opens up from the other side. Literally, opens up. When Samur approaches the water, its roof unfolds and transforms into parts that allow the vehicle to float. To get the vehicle across, it must drive onto the Samur, after which it just takes it to the other bank. However, if you use several of these assistants, you can quickly build a continuous bridge. According to the creators, with 8 of these floating bridges, you can create a 328-foot-long path over the water. ThunderB. The Bluebird drone can be easily put together by 2 people and takes off vertically, allowing it to be used in confined areas. Bluebird also states that ThunderB is capable of carrying out covert daytime and nighttime missions for reconnaissance, surveillance, target acquisition, and scouting thanks to its cameras and sensors. It works for over 24 hours and has a communication range of up to 93 miles. In general, it's a great scout. However, that's not all. ThunderB can also do deliveries. It can transport medications, ammunition, supplies, and much more in capsules under its wings, which are dropped automatically or on command. APSIS. Thanks to Eurotrade, you can create a secure battle point in just a few minutes and anywhere without any new construction materials. You're looking at an armored booth that's delivered by transport to the needed location and then just put in place. The booth is capable of withstanding explosions, so it can't be breached unless the person inside wants it to. Its windows and walls resist rifle fire and shotgun shots, both single rounds and pellets, which is clearly demonstrated in the video. X61 Gremlin. Dynetics offers its take on air combat with drones taking care of the missions. According to its vision, far from areas with active combat, people launch a swarm of X61 Gremlin drones. They complete all their missions and then ascend to a safe altitude where the drones need to interact with people again. A plane flies there to pick up the drones for repairs. Each metal fighter is repaired within 24 hours and then released for the next mission. This can be repeated up to 20 times for each drone. All of this is not just a good idea bordering on fantasy. Dynetics ran tests with 2 drones and 1 C-130 Hercules plane. In the end, 1 drone was retrieved and sent out for another test flight. Even though it's still early to talk about decisive success, proving the feasibility of such a battle tactic is already great. ARM. This armored personnel carrier handles transporting soldiers really well. It's also modular, so it's not limited to just carrying troops. You can turn the APC into a vehicle for evacuation and maintaining equipment. To do this, a 13-ton module is put on it, which has a crane with a rotating boom and a 20-ton load capacity. It's used for technical maintenance work, such as swapping out modules, gun turrets, or power blocks. Naturally, it can also lift other vehicles to change wheels or for rescue operations. Another important element is the winch with a 230-foot Kevlar rope and a 20-ton pulling force, which can pull out other equipment even from the trickiest spots. And yes, it's a module that can operate independently from the armored vehicle. It has its own power system, so there's no need to hook it up to the vehicle. Micron 115. Using this means of transport, you can get over anything, since that's a helicopter. Let's just say this helicopter isn't exactly a typical one, since it measures 13 feet in length, 5 feet in width, 8 feet in height, and weighs 254 pounds. The maximum takeoff weight of the helicopter is 573 pounds, so it can carry only 1 soldier with not too much gear. The maximum speed of the helicopter isn't all that impressive, it's 63 miles per hour. The flight time isn't remarkable either, since 1 person can only stay airborne for an hour. Plus, there's no armor, so you can't really fly over active battlefields, but for quickly moving commanders to the rear or carrying out secret missions, the solution looks pretty good. LD1. Here's a vehicle that also carries just 1 person who also acts as a driver. True, it can't handle any obstacles since it's an ATV, but it does have a shield module called the LD1 that provides armor. The module offers protection that withstands almost any ammo, and it also features glass that handles rounds from AR-15s and AK-47s. In general, it's great at shielding a fighter from enemy gunfire, and if needed, the module can open, turning into a mobile cover for several people. Another benefit is that the module is very easy to maintain, as the lightweight ballistic panels and glass can be replaced separately. There were once projects for armored vehicles like these. If they'd come to reality, they would have been an essential combat unit that could go anywhere, and it'd be tough to penetrate. LVTB. Here's another way to overcome various obstacles like rivers and ravines. This bridge arrives at the right place in a container on a truck, boat, helicopter, or any other transport with enough load capacity. The bridge itself consists of sections that can connect endlessly. The installation time depends on the number of sections, but assembly is always much faster than alternatives. According to the company, a 6-section bridge is assembled in 4 hours by 13 soldiers with ordinary tools and without heavy machinery. The bridge is made of aluminum alloy, so it can be set up without worrying about potential damage from corrosion. Plus, aluminum handles physical damage well and doesn't crack at low temperatures, so this kind of bridge can be built even in the harshest conditions. For covert missions, this bridge probably isn't a good option. However, you can use an alternative that's carried by an ATV and unfolds in just a few minutes without any noise. It's amazing, but the bridge even holds up the vehicle that brought it. APT-70. Bell is considering drones not just for surveillance and destruction, but also for delivery. APT-70 features 4 aircraft fuselages with engines and propellers joined together by 2 wings and stabilizers. The drone can carry loads of up to 88 pounds at speeds of up to 99 miles per hour and at a maximum height of 300 feet. Plus, as Bell claims, it handles wind speeds of 30 miles per hour with ease, can fly in temperatures up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, and won't fall apart in the rain. However, there's one downside: this drone doesn't have armor, so on the battlefield, it'll be an easy target. Still, APT-70 assembles in 15 minutes and takes off vertically, so it's perfect for quickly transporting ammo, medical supplies, or provisions. S4GA. Create a 14,000-foot-long runway in 20 minutes? Why not? With this trailer, you can even pull off something like that, at least according to the company's claims. Inside it, there's a large number of portable air lights that can be easily unfolded to create a runway for aircraft to take off and land. And if the lighting equipment runs out of power, you can put it back in the trailer. They'll be recharged there. Besides that, the trailer has a built-in control and monitoring system for airfield lighting, as well as external and internal lighting for more convenient work. It also comes with bulletproof protection. Sentry. In modern combat, mobility plays a huge role. Obviously, Anduril understands this perfectly as they've created an incredibly mobile radar system. It moves on transport in a disassembled state, and then in a short time it gets assembled. The mast is lifted and the solar panels are set up, providing power to the system. Anduril takes pride not only in how fast their system can be assembled, they also figured that a basic radar doesn't cut it in the 21st century and equipped their creation with artificial intelligence. As a result, the system independently detects, identifies, and follows the required objects. Depending on the model, the detection range may vary. The standard Sentry detects a person at up to 1.7 miles and vehicles at up to 2 miles. The long-range system can detect threats at up to 9 miles. Supacat. Supercat vehicles are flexible and versatile assistants on the battlefield. Their main distinguishing feature is modularity. Thanks to this, vehicles can be easily adapted for various combat tasks like evacuation or patrolling. Moreover, the vehicles are so flexible that they can transform from 4-wheeled to 6-wheeled in 2 hours and without complex tools. Of course, various weapons can be mounted on the vehicles, for example, machine guns, automatic grenade launchers, or remotely controlled turrets. There's a downside. In the basic version, the vehicles don't come with armor. According to the developer's plan, the main defense for the vehicles is their high speed, which allows them to simply avoid contact with the enemy. Still, armor sets are available, so you can add more protection to the vehicle if needed. Cerberus X. You're looking at an excellent scout. Cerberus X has a zoom camera system that provides real-time information, and it also has a thermal imaging system so the small robot can gather data at night or in any other low-visibility conditions. Cerberus X is also equipped with white LED lights, and all of this fits in a small body 11 inches long, 8 inches wide, and 5 inches high. Also, the robot weighs just 5 pounds. This means that the small scout can easily be tossed into a building for inspection. Even if Cerberus X falls on its back, it'll still be useful since it can collect digital data from the sensors built into the circuit board. The robot's battery life is 1.5 hours in continuous use and 2.5 hours in standby mode, so it'll be enough for one full mission at best. Sentry. This turret weighs only 15 pounds and has compact dimensions of 30 by 10 by 5 inches, but it's really useful for the soldiers. Sentry by Onyx uses an advanced AI-supported system to autonomously scan, detect, classify, track, and report any threats. It can do all this in any condition, since Sentry has sensors for daytime and nighttime observation, as well as a thermal imager. The turret is controlled using various remote controllers. It's well protected from moisture as well as from impacts and everything else that can happen during combat. Deep Orange 14. This is an unmanned vehicle that can be used for delivery, evacuation, supply, and other tasks. To accomplish these tasks, the vehicle can navigate through challenging off-road conditions. It has 24-inch wide tracks powered by separate engines with 340 kilowatts each. If the obstacle is too hard, the vehicle can rotate 360 degrees in under 2 seconds and take a different path. Besides, the vehicle has all sorts of equipment on board: cameras, LiDARs, radars, GPS, and autonomous driving algorithms that can plan missions in unfamiliar terrain, collecting information and updating maps based on data from onboard sensors. And the most interesting part? The vehicle was designed and built in just 3 years by students. Stealth Ranger. This is an electric UAV with fixed wings, and its main job is surveillance. During reconnaissance tasks, the Stealth Ranger flies at speeds ranging from 37 to 56 miles per hour, and occasionally it can accelerate to 62 miles per hour, but it's important to keep in mind that the drone can only stay airborne for 3 hours. To accomplish its missions, the Stealth Ranger has a high-resolution camera with a 30x optical zoom and a 12x digital zoom. It also has an infrared thermal imager with digital zoom, and there's also a laser rangefinder with a maximum measurement range of 9,800 feet. The missions can be carried out at temperatures ranging from -4 to 131 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds up to 34 miles per hour, and while it's raining. Robo-Dog. Robo-Dogs are used for all sorts of tasks. Ghost Robotics even put them in charge of bomb disposal. The solution is fantastic. People are safe, and the four-legged worker, moving at 6 miles per hour and operating in temperatures from -49 to +131 degrees Fahrenheit, calmly carries out its tasks. Moreover, the robot dog from Ghost Robotics has not only 4 legs like animals, inside there's a core that allows it to mimic the behavior of mammals. For example, if the robot falls, it immediately gets up and continues moving. Tasks can be carried out with various equipment. The maximum payload is 22 pounds, so you can't fit a lot on it. However, that's enough to mount a bomb disarming cannon, install an arm with a camera and a flashlight, and many other tools. Why do they only make dog-shaped robots for demining and finding explosive devices? Rats also deserve to be made of metal because they're just as effective at helping people with the tough mine-clearing work